Motivation with Tash here. Greetings to all my followers and subscribers. I wanted to come here and make this video because a few things I wanted to address. Now, I am doing a relief benefit for Hurricane Melissa that has touched down in Jamaica a few weeks now. November the 28th will make a month. And unless you're living under a rock, and we're going to be truthful here, unless you're living under a rock, you would have heard this on the news, social media, on the radio, wherever you're getting your news from. Okay, and being able to hear it or see it. I want to thank all of those that are able to contribute and make a donation. I want to thank you for doing so. All of the people who are able to do so. I want to thank those who want to make a donation but are not able to do so as yet. That doesn't mean you won't be able to or you cannot. Okay? We have a big problem going on in Jamaica, and we need a lot of people to help out. So I'm going to let you know that natashareed@gmail.com, natashareed88@gmail.com. Sorry about that. natashareed88@gmail.com is where you can send your monetary donation. This will go to help those that are injured and also get building materials. So once again, it is natashareed88@gmail.com. Also, if you have anything you want to drop off or for pick up, so that could be clothing that is brand new, that could be medical supplies, care packages, hygienic products. So we're talking about toothbrushes, dental products. We're talking about sanitary products, Pampers, wipes. We're talking about pads. We're talking about adult Pampers. We're talking about Dettol. We're talking about Band-Aids. We're talking about Vicks Vapor Rub. We're talking about hydrocortisone. We're talking about Cortate. We're talking about mosquito repellent. We're talking about boots, for the feet. We're talking about masks. We're talking about hand sanitizer. These type of items and supplies. If you have anything like that to drop off, message me. For pickup, message me. Okay, good. I have put this out. I have put a sign where I live. I have put messages out. I have put awareness out. It's important for us to keep the awareness out, and it's important for us to keep the awareness going. But what really, it really bothers me is that there's people who have nowhere to live. They're walking up and down in slippers when they need boots. You need to have a heart. Everybody's going through a struggle. Even if you're in a first world country, you're going through a struggle. You understand? It's hard to buy grocery it's hard to pay rent and pay your mortgage, and bills are skyrocketing. I'm a single parent and I've got my children to take care of, and I'm doing donation. So if I can do it, so can you guys. Can lend a helping hand and help out with families that are in need, that really need the support and really need the help, so that we can get some care packages out, so that we can get the support out that we need to help out families that need food, need building materials, need medical help. Just the other day, I have a person that I know that during the hurricane, his hand is fractured. And, could you imagine having a fractured hand and now having to seek medical attention after, weeks of having this fractured hand? Think about it, guys. When we have an injury to our body, think about it, how it makes us feel. So just think about the people in Jamaica who actually are injured, who actually need care, and who can't get it. Number one, the finances are not there. A lot of them have lost their jobs. A lot of them, the facilities they need to go to have been damaged, and other facilities that they're trying to build to put them are just starting to come around. And so at the end of the day, they have to source them out and see where they are so that they can actually get there. Some people can't get there because some of the roads are not clear still, and we're going on 3 weeks now, and so we really got to do our part and help out the best that we can. And we can do that as a collective. We can do that as a team. Everybody doing a little bit. So you can send your monetary contribution, $25, $50, $100. You can send it to the email. Okay. And you can send your supply items. You can message me for drop off and pick up. I just want to thank those who have contributed. I am going to shout you out in this message. So thank you to Janelle. Thank you to Cindy. And thank you to my next door neighbor who has, apart from myself, thank you to those three wonderful people who have contributed and made a donation to actually help the people in Jamaica help towards the relief benefit. So we want to thank you. I want to thank you for your donation. Okay. At the end of the day, it's really important that we, have a heart. We have a heart. As a human being, we have a heart. Now, I just want to touch base on just something really short. Yes, the Jamaica now has virus, and this is a disclaimer. This is my personal opinion. I believe it's because of the government in Jamaica is moving slow. They are moving slow, and because of the slow movements they have made, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they have been doing. I'm not there, but because of how slow because of the amount of flooding they got, because of what has happened through the hurricane, from the hurricane, the water coming from the mountains, and just settling in, coming up from the wells and settling in. Mosquitoes have harbored up, and I put out a video knowing that, that saying that disease can happen and viruses can happen. So now they have a virus in Jamaica that is in, 3-4 different parishes, and it could spread, right? And this is because, my personal opinion, when you move slowly to clear waters and clear multiple waters that are around and deep waters that are being contaminated with people who have died, possibly more people still left to, corpse that you need to take up, an animal corpse you need to take up. The mosquitoes go into that water and sewage is mixed into that water, and now it becomes a breeding space for virus. Virus only takes a few weeks to a couple of months. If for anybody who really is thinking and using their mind and their brain, virus only takes a few weeks to a few months to accumulate. That's really that's how long virus take. So what's happening here is not shocking for me to hear, but it might be shocking for others that are not cluing in to what's really happening and going on. And so I'm glad that there was health, the health department did step in and starting to put sprays and chemicals and stuff like that to try to get the mosquitoes and stuff under control. But the virus was already starting to show itself. It just needed just needed its time to go around to different parishes. um we those vacuum tankers would have helped. The tanker trucks would have helped. It would have helped to suck out the waters and find somewhere to put them, somewhere, dig some hole or somewhere to put it, but somewhere where at least it would have been able to clear up these 12, 11, 15 feet of water that's completely burying these houses. You got them underwater, right? As Vibes Cartel song says, right? Big up to Vibes Cartel. But to be honest, you got too much feet of water with all of these sewage in it. And at the end of the day, it's not proper. So, and it's taking too long to clear the water, and now it's leaving a breeding space for virus. So, one thing I do want to big up and give some credit is I see there's some construction workers that have been coming into the country, that they which is a good thing, and they're helping out to restore electricity. So this is a good and a positive thing. You understand? More people across the parishes that have been affected are getting the electricity restored. So that is a positive because of the fact that they've gotten more construction workers to come and help out. Because one man, I've said this so many times, one man can't do it, one woman can't do it. It takes a team. And if the team that you have, if the team in Jamaica is not enough to take on this laboring work, get some other hands to help pull it with them, because they are human beings too. Get some other hands and join in so that the work can get done. And therefore, you don't have to have the Jamaican people in the dark. Because darkness is scary. It gets dark early out there. Very extremely early. Look here in Canada, it gets early darkness because it's coming on to winter time. We're still in the fall, but it's coming on to winter time. And by 5 o'clock, it's dark out here. You understand? And for some people, little children, even some adults, and, elderly, that is scary. You know what I mean? Because it gets so dark so fast, right? And more people prefer to have the light out earlier. So, it's a good sign to have the electricity back on. Now we want them to have more things, so that they can, get back into, their life, right? Have their life, it's not going to be the same, but at least we can get it, get things back up and running a little bit more, to their comfort, having a steady roof, having beds, having, things that they need to make themselves comfortable. So, that is something positive, and I just wanted to highlight that as well. So the electricity is moving in the right direction. And JDF is bringing in some of its workers, and they're going around and distributing um, you know, aid and supplies to some of the residents in Jamaica, which is absolutely wonderful to see. So, um, you know, it's long and it will be a long road, but together, Jamaica can be and will be better and stronger once everyone pulls together. Um, you know, all of the artists have come true. A lot of artists have come true, I would have to say. A lot of artists have come true, and because of the artists coming true, even some of the artists we don't even know, they're working in the back. Like, some of them we don't even know. They're doing a little piece here and they're doing a little piece there, and we don't even know, right? So a lot of artists have come true. Some we've seen, some we haven't seen, but a lot of artists have come true. A lot of athletes have come true. A lot of business people have come true. A lot of international people are coming true, but they don't always get to the little guys, as I mentioned before. They get to the more hit communities, right? Like St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, and Black River. But we need to get into the smaller communities. You understand? Manchester, Clarendon, St. Catherine, we need to get into like the smaller communities. You understand? And start helping out. You understand? And get everybody, as I mentioned before, everyone that has been touched, has been affected by the hurricane. We might not be able to help everyone, but everyone that has been affected by the hurricane really should get some form of assistance in some form of way. So between food, supplies, shelter, medical assistance, something, you understand, should be there to help, everybody that has been affected by the hurricane. So in Jamaica. So, I'm so glad I was able to touch base. I just needed to make this video and get a few things, that I, off my chest. And I always love talking to my people. Definitely send me a message. Leave your comments below. Definitely like the video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And we want to be able to support the message, and we want to be able to spread the awareness. So share it with others, but remember to like. It's not going to do anything if you like. It's just going to, send positivity. And subscribe, it's free. And so we only deal with positivity here and awareness here. That's what we do here on Motivation with Tash. And once again, leave your comments below. If anybody wants to join in, that's the other thing I want to say before we end here. If anybody wants to join in, if you want to join in, be a part of the team, I'm all up for it. Just let me know, hey, Tash, Motivation, I want to join you, in what you're doing, in getting donations, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of the humanitarian work that you're doing. So if you want to be a part of it, you can always message me and let me know how you can be able to collect donations, and we can I would be more than happy for you to be a part of a motivation team, and we can get donations in. The more the better. You understand? As they would say, the more the merrier. So whatever you can contribute to, add, however you want to get the donations, that would be great. So you want to join motivation team? Great, no problem. Just send me a message and we can connect. Okay. So, and once again, the address where you can send is Natasha Reed 88 at gmail.com. That's a monetary to send. That's e-transfer. And for pickup and drop off, you just send me a message, and for pickup or drop off items or supplies. Okay. If you want to be extra nice, generators are good too, because I'm taking those as well. Any little thing that you want to bring in, we can take those as well. I'm taking the blow up mattresses that we can turn them on and they blow up. So those mattresses were taken up as well. So the air mattresses. So, but the ones that have the electric, you turn it on and it blow, it pumps up. So just let me know. All right. So love you guys lots. Thank you guys for joining, and speak to you guys soon. And nothing but love here. Love is life. I remember life is love. Always here. See you next time on my next video. Bye, motivation team.